Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Okay, first of all, I would like to thank everyone for coming, especially our learners who've come in this very cold morning. And I would like to welcome our guests, Pearl Ryle, our Chief Executive, David Bolson, Richard Bolson, and the Mayor of Slough, Sukhjit Dalibard, and also Jude Egan. I would now like to invite Grace, who will be talking to one of our volunteer first, learner then volunteer, and now a tutor. So we're very excited to hear what she has to say. Please, Shabnam.
This is Shabnam's show, really. Oh, we've got an amateur PA person here, I'm afraid. I just want to say, Shabnam, do you remember the conversation we had on the telephone? I think it was in about 2008.
Yeah, definitely. What it was, I'd been kind of raising my children, as lovely as that was. I just thought, okay, it's time for me to kind of get out and do something. And then I had this inspirational character here, Grace, who helped me out by arranging creche for my children.
Can I just ask you, because we were quite surprised, we had this one lady with a child that she wanted to do something with, because that's what it was all about, this particular project, wasn't it? And then you had 4 children that were all the same age, 2.5 I think they were. So we had to put on a creche for these children. How many other learners were there on this course with you?
There were quite a few more learners. I think there was about another 8 or so. But it's just the fact of trying to find myself, and I found WEA really supported me in everything that I wanted to do. Even though I started with a vocational course, I thought, okay, this is my first step. And it's just been going from strength to strength since then. I've done the customer services, then petals and detals, and then in between I had Hilary, who took me on kindly as a volunteer, and now I'm an employee.
I think the first course, though, was just a fun one.
Yeah, vocational.
It
was the cut and sew, so it was just basically, like I said, no?
I think going back even further, I think it was something like playing games with Isabel in the Brickwork.
Yes, the family learning one. It was quite an interesting one. I'm trying to remember the title now. Planning a day out. That's what it was, and obviously being a mum with 4 marvellous children all the same age, I definitely needed that kind of help. Yeah, so it was very helpful, and Isabel was a wonderful teacher as well.
So, can you just explain to us exactly what you're doing now, having been a learner, doing a fun family learning course? What are you doing now?
I'm actually working for the WEA now. I'm doing an ESOL course alongside Hilary, and I also work for the I do some courses for Slough Borough Council. And on top of that, doing the dentist course, so professional qualification for teaching.
Okay, thank you. Let's give Shabnam.
I'd like to invite Hilary, who is a consolidated tutor, and she will be talking to one of her learners about their experience of their learning journey. Please welcome Hilary.
Hello everyone, I hope you can, I'm not used to these, you can hear me right. I'd like to introduce you to one of our ESOL learners. This lady is Pushpa, who is in my class. Pushpa, would you like to tell us how you first heard about the WEA?
Yeah, good morning everybody. First I did Maths course. When I do that Maths course, it's very difficult to me learn the hear to English. So that master, I can't remember his name, he told me, you go and join English course somewhere, English course, WEA is good. So I did come and join there.
And what are you working towards at the moment? Are you working for some exams?
Yeah, I'm doing now level 1 English course.
In speaking?
In speaking, listening, and reading and writing.
And are you still going to the maths course?
No. No, I didn't go now because I like to finish my English level 2. After that, I will join them.
Right. And what are you hoping to do in the future?
My ambition is to be a nursery teacher.
Well, I'm sure we wish you well with that.
The learners from one of our family learning classes prepared something for us. I'm not quite sure what.
I am Mrs. Julie, and I am the head teacher. Good morning, I am Lady Mayoress. Hello, Zahin, nice to meet you. Can I write down some details, please? Yes, sorry. What is her full name?
Zahin Basharat.
Okay. And Zahin Basharat, yes. And what is her date of birth, please?
21 January 2010.
That's great. And what is her nationality, please?
British.
Okay. What language does she speak at home?
English.
That's great. And what does she like doing at home? And what game does she play?
She loves dressing up and like books.
That's good. Would you like to see the school, please?
Oh yes, that will be lovely.
Okay, here's Abda, and she will show you around.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, ladies. I would now like to. Oh, yes. So we move on to the next one.
I'd like a really big thank you to all of the staff and all of the tutors because they work so hard for you all. So can you give them a really big round? Sidra, I don't know if you'd like to come up and say a few words now. It seems like a good opportunity for you. So I'd like to introduce the Mayoress or the Mayor of Slough.
Good morning, everyone. And I'm really always very pleased to come to your events. I know last time I missed it, and I'm glad that's why I made it early today. And I think, Richard, you have every reason to be proud of this team. Believe me, the range of ladies I'm seeing here, and I was saying earlier that it's very difficult to get them out and put them under one roof and then teach them. Leave alone teaching them, just to get them under one roof is very big project. And I think congratulations to the team for doing that. And I was saying earlier that learning is the next step, but getting them together is the biggest challenge, isn't that, Sara? And I think you have done it really well, because I'm looking around, looking at the age range, and it's fantastic. I don't know how you've done it. I don't think I could have done it ever, and congratulations to you. And congratulations to the learners. You know, it's a big step, coming out of the house, and then I guess for some of you, you know, like the lady who spoke earlier, when you have got children, and then to restart your life, I think it's a big challenge, because you think that is your life, bringing up children, cooking for the whole family, and you cannot see yourself doing anything different. And then suddenly when you come out, you think, oh wow, you know, apart from all the multitasking women do, this is one of the things you take up, and then that's why you're here, to achieve this. And I think the biggest thing for me, which I think I said before, that when you come out and learn here, your children then cannot deceive you in any way, because you know what children are like. They will try to say, oh, mum never gets out of the house, she doesn't know what's going on. And I think for you guys, that's the biggest thing, that then you can actually read your children what they're up to, because mummy's not that person who's just sitting at home and cooking and cleaning anymore. So I want to say congratulations to you guys, because it's a big step, and that's a big challenge. So well done, everybody, and thank you for inviting me.
We started at this centre in 2006, or maybe 2005, when the school closed down. And I think we were the first sort of organisation who started to reuse the centre after the school. And ever since, we've had the caretaker, Akhtar, who's been a great help. I'm sure without him we probably wouldn't be here, because he was the only one who used to come and open up for us and make sure we have everything, and the heating's on, and the amounts of things that we need, and we make him do for us is, Alex, I can't even remember how many times he's helped us. So we would all like to really thank him, from the staff and from the learners. Akhtar, if you'd like to. Parvin's actually leaving this year, that's why. Yeah, sorry, he's been made redundant. Yeah, and we would also like to say thank you to Parveen, who also has been the cleaner at the centre, and she's always been here helping us and make sure we have everything. So Parveen, would you like to come up, please? She's also been made redundant.